The 5 must-have rules of friendship. Most friendships don't end with a big bang. They generally end quietly. One misunderstanding here, a pull away there, and all of a sudden you've grown apart. After 3+ decades of friendship, these are the 5 rules that you need to keep your friendships alive.
We've been friends for decades through marriages, kids, distance, chaos, the stuff that usually can break friendships apart easily. And trust us, we've had seasons where we easily could have lost each other. Again, these are the 5 rules, are the reason why we didn't. Rule number 1, honesty. Very important. And honesty isn't about saying everything that comes to your mind. It's about saying something that matters. Like, it's almost like picking your battles. And when it's really important and you want to hang on to something, that's a battle that you need to decide on. And if you decide that you have to have every single battle about being honest or being judgmental or not understanding, then that's something that's going to come across as critical, not giving feedback, criticism, which is not giving feedback. It's all about how I can be honest without hurting that other person, but yet trying to get them to understand what I'm trying to say in a fair way. If something feels off, speak up. Say it early and directly. Obviously, direct is the best, because let's not beat around the bush, because that could take too long. Okay. And somebody might not get it. Right. So anyways,
she pointed at me. But yeah,
it will save the friendship every time.
Yeah, it
Absolutely.
100% will. Mm-hmm. And right, when you're being honest, you have to be kind about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess it depends if you're really mad, but you should always try to be kind. But
well, I think if you're really mad, you might want to give it a second to be honest.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Never be honest when you're mad.
Yeah. Unless you can kind of tone it down a little bit. Basically, it's fine for me. Be kind.
Yes.
Be kind. Yep. Right. And like, we have had to be honest with each other so many times throughout the years.
And when you're not kind, what happens? Instant defense.
Yeah.
And then the conversation's going to go nowhere.
Yeah. So that's an excellent rule. Mm-hmm. And, you know, like, we didn't learn these rules from a book. We didn't learn these rules from TikTok or anything like that. Right. We've just
TikTok 30 years ago.
We've learned these the messy, real life way. Mm-hmm. Right. And so that's why these are our top 5 for today. Hey, these might change. These might have been different 10 years ago. I don't know. But yeah, this is what we do to make our friendship work. So what's rule number 2?
Acceptance.
Oh, hey. So friendship really works when you accept each other for who you are, right? You don't want that other person to be you. I mean, some people, she probably does. She might think that 2 of her would be great, but I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you wouldn't. All right. All right. So,
well, I think 2 of her would be great. So
I meant 2 of you, like, without even one of me, just 2 of you. Yeah.
We'd probably get along really well.
So, over the years, we have each made choices and done things that the other certainly did not agree with. But we still accept each other for who we are and what we are.
Which brings in the honesty part. I mean, these rules kind of all flow together, you'll see. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I may not agree with you, but I will accept you for who you are if I want to continue this friendship. Now, if I don't, that's something totally different. If what you're doing goes against everything I believe in, then maybe it's not. You know, but that's a decision that you have to make. How important is this to you? And something that you would talk to your best friend about. And that's, you know, communication, obviously.
Can you think of a time when we've really had to practice, like, acceptance? I mean, I guess we practice it every day.
We do.
Right? I can't think of a particular situation, but I can guarantee that through our friendship, like, we have really had to accept each other's.
I think a time where we had to accept it for you and for me is we're different in the way of what we want to do, right? She's more of a go, 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 which I was back in the day. And she had to accept that I'm not a last minute, let's do this kind of person, where Lisa is that last minute type of person. And then I think my biggest acceptance thing was, as we talked about in a previous episode, was her CrossFit, because I felt really left out. I felt really pulled away. And I feel like still to this day, that was our biggest distance time.
Yeah.
But I had to accept it, and I did. And I was proud of her. Don't get me wrong, but it was hard. It was a hard time for me to accept that, okay, this is her priority. And those are the things that I can think of.
Yeah. And again, there's been so many over the years that we've, it's just something we do now without even thinking about it. Right?
She has to accept that I'm a follower and she's a leader.
I mean,
I will literally go somewhere with her. I'll be like, I don't know where we're going. And God forbid something happens. I got to figure something out. Wherever we are, I'm screwed because I didn't pay any attention. And that's the roles we have taken, though, from day one. I will guarantee you that.
So I'm just going to tell a story, and it's going to be a very quick one. Years ago, we were at a concert. I had worked every weekend up until the middle of summer. I was working a ton of hours, not keeping good hydration, blah, blah. Long story short, we went to a concert. Mm-hmm. We went out to dinner. I wasn't feeling great.
It was actually lunch. I mean, we were there all day.
We were there all day. And so we're sitting at this concert, and all of a sudden I got like super lightheaded. And I literally passed out, passed out at the concert, to where people had to come and carry me up for no reason. Well, we discovered it was literally dehydration.
Yeah.
I had not drank enough water probably in like 3 days, whatever. Long story short, they carried us up, and she literally had to walk to wherever.
It's so awful.
When she says, I'm more the leader, and sometimes she doesn't pay attention.
This was a great example.
This is a great example.
It was nighttime. I was scared. I had no idea where I was going because I didn't know where we parked. It was
a great example of how you show up for each other, because they gave me some water to drink and everything. Long story short, she had to leave and walk around the city. Didn't have a clue as to where we parked, but she did it. And she found the car, drove back to the venue, and picked me up. And
went through the back and demanded that they let me in because I had to pick you up because I didn't know where to go.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't even know that ties into acceptance, but there's a story.
She accepts that I'm the follower. Every once in a while, I can be the leader, and she likes me to be, but I'd much rather be.
She still showed up.
I did.
She still showed up for me. So that was a good one. I'll let you take this one.
Non-judgmental. Let's face it. Okay. We are all judgmental. We are human beings. Some people take it to extreme. Some people just kind of keep it to themselves, and that's okay. So when it comes to friendship, might I judge you? Yes. Might I tell you? Yes. Might I accept you? So here we are, tying all those things in together. Being non-judgmental. Decisions I've made with my kids, decisions she's made in her life that maybe I didn't accept, and that would be, listen, when you don't accept somebody, you're judging them. That's the bottom line. And it's hard not to. But the thing is that if I can be a true friend, I'm going to tell you, like, dude, I'm totally judging you right now. And this is why. And
she
being honest.
She tells me.
Yeah. And she tells me.
Yeah.
And
everybody judges everybody.
They do.
Though.
Anyone who says they're non-judgmental is a liar. I'm judging them.
But it's not necessarily in a bad way. Like,
right.
If we're walking somewhere and I see, somebody who's super attractive, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, or oh, he's super attractive. Like, I'm judging them in a way, but not in a bad way. So this is more like, try not to judge them in a bad way for some of the choices that they make. But in the end, be that friend that people can be honest with.
And being extremely judgmental can really end any relationship anyways, because nobody likes to be judged based on how they feel, because your feelings are relevant. Whether or not I agree with them, I can't judge them. They're your feelings.
Yeah.
So like I said, judgment is going to come, but if somebody is in your life that's judging you to a fault, that's making you feel like crap, like you're less than, well, then you need to always time to reevaluate things. Yeah. Always reevaluating things is important, because there are some friendships where you just have to let them go. And like Lisa said, it doesn't come in big blowups necessarily. It comes with the little things, and judgment is one of them.
And I love the way you said that. If somebody's making you feel less than, then there needs to be a conversation.
Right.
And if that doesn't work out or it's still, then that might be something you need to rethink that relationship. But be that person that people can tell the truth to, you know. So let's see, what's our next one?
Feedback. Feedback is different than criticism. 100%. Criticism brings what? Negativity. Criticism is a negative word. Feedback is not. I'm going to give you feedback in a way that's not going to make you feel judged. And it's going to make you understand where I'm trying to come from. So it has to come from a place, like Lisa said before, that's kind when you're giving feedback.
But feedback can be positive and negative.
Absolutely.
Right? It can go
positive
both ways.
feedback goes a lot farther.
So much.
Like she just said, I love what you just said.
Yep.
And that made me feel really good. Just that little thing where she says, I love what you just said.
Yeah.
And that little things like that, positive feedback, so much more important, if not more important than we call negative feedback or whatever you want to call
Criticisms.
it.
Yeah.
Criticisms. Because how often do you get positive feedback? I mean, really?
Yeah.
You know, you get negative stuff all the time, maybe at work, maybe in other relationships. But let me say, Lisa is a fantastic technology person. I think she is. There are things that she can do that I don't even know. And I'm younger than her. And I'll be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You do that. You do that. I'm not doing that. And she said, okay. But to me, that's positive.
But yeah, and I appreciate that. And I also know her well enough to know that I am handling all of the technology stuff. I'm not even going to try.
Right.
Because she has no real desire to learn it. So that's fine.
I'm sorry.
I don't judge her for it.
No. She might.
I don't judge her.
She might, but she might say, oh my God.
I mean, there are times I try to offer her tidbits. This would go a lot faster if you just did this, and she's not having it.
I'll be like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, feedback is important.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's caring, right? You provide people feedback because you care about them, not because you want to criticize them or anything like that.
Absolutely.
Again, it can be constructive or not, but that's why you provide feedback, because you care about someone.
Right. And so in a conversation, if Lisa's giving me feedback and I'm giving her feedback, now this is opening a conversation as to what's going on. You're upset about something or I'm upset about something, talking about, let's say, criticism or negative feedback. I hate to call it even negative, just constructive. How about?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Feedback is feedback.
Yeah. So that if you're willing to do that, that's going to open up a conversation, which again leads to honesty, acceptance, and all those things that we're talking about with these rules that are so important.
Certainly very important to us. Very important to us.
Yep.
So I'm going to hit on the last one. Again, ties them all together. But this is a big one.
It is.
And it's flexibility, because life changes. And if a friendship, if you're not flexible, a friendship can break.
Yep.
For this one reason. So we probably have
a million
stories about who had to be flexible when, right? Because obviously we have a 9 or 10 year age difference at times. We talked in a previous video about when she had children and I was off doing my own thing and things like that. But yeah,
and that comes from distances. That's when those distances occur or the chaos occurs. That's when you have to be flexible. And I will say that for me, she's much more the flexible one. Even though my kids are grown, I'm still much more inflexible than she is. And I always have been. That's just who I am. And if she didn't accept that about me, we definitely wouldn't be friends.
Yeah, 100%.
And she'll say, oh, I know you're going to say no. And I'll be like, yeah, no.
And it's literally what I expected. As a matter of fact, if I say, oh, I know you're going to say no, and she says yes, I literally almost fall on the floor.
I know.
Because
it's great.
It's like, where did this come from?
And what do we call that when I actually say yes? What do we call it? Something.
Oh, yeah, we had a term for it. I can't remember.
Unexpected. No.
I don't know what it was.
We called it something when I actually said yes.
Because it's so rare.
Yeah. I actually said yes, and it was like an impromptu outing or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like when she makes me go Christmas shopping, and I don't want to, but I'm always grateful that I did because she makes me look, because I hate shopping. She helps. It's just, it's good for me to take her with some things that I'm inflexible with, like Costco. because she's much more flexible. You need to stop. You need to take your time. Okay. We're not in any rush because she knows how I am.
Yeah. I love Costco. I'm not like, it's literally kind of my favorite food store ever.
Oh my God. Costco's the worst. I mean, I like Costco. Don't get me wrong. But
yeah.
I hate going in Costco. How's that?
But it's not just Costco you hate going into. Let's be clear. She hates going anywhere.
I have a line in crowd phobia diagnosed.
She does. Yeah. That's what we're going to call it. So just let your friendship evolve. Be flexible. Maybe one time we'll talk about that time I was totally inflexible.
Yep.
And
that was a little fight.
That might,
well,
you know
she
what?
didn't know it was a little fight.
I didn't, but you know what? We're going to talk about that in our next video.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're going to talk about,
Yep.
because we have it was all me that time,
Yeah.
and I didn't know it was.
And it was
fight.
Shocking.
Yeah, it was shocking. It
so
was
yeah,
shocking.
we're going to talk about that because that was a big deal to me.
Yeah.
To me, it was a
Yep.
big deal.
And I didn't know. I didn't even think anything of it, but that's going to be our next video. So stay tuned for that one. But
Yep.
we're going to talk about that for sure. So I think practice these 5 rules. These are the 5 that we think are most important to us. And again, they all tie together. So I don't know.
So that's part of the formula.
Yeah.
It's part of the friendship formula.
Hey, and if there's other things like different rules that like you rely on for your friendships, put that in the comments below. Let us know that, because it might be something that we're just not thinking about right now. There's probably more than these 5, but
absolutely.
These were the 5 that we feel like have really been paramount through our friendship. And in the next video,
stay tuned for the big fight.
We're going to talk about the big fight.
That you didn't know about.
That I didn't know about. Yeah, for sure. So
which wasn't I didn't follow the rules, did I? A fight that you didn't know about. I did not follow the rules, and it was my own fault.
It was a long time ago.
It was.
So stay tuned for that one, and drop us your thoughts and your stories in the comments. And thank you for joining us on the Friendship Formula, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.